Hey everybody, Tyrone Shoes here. I'm going to talk about how to approach some of the trouble spots in this solo, and they're not where you think they are. If you're advanced, there's no physical obstacles really to speak of in this solo. If you're intermediate, there are a few, but again, most of that's just road work. The difficult parts are the strange rhythmic sections, and there aren't many, but there's a couple. You should all try to scat the entire solo, and I don't mean sing it, although that would be a plus, but it would go something like this at a relaxed tempo. 2 and 3 and 4. Da dabba dooba dabba deeba dabba doo. Da ba 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 da dabba dooba da da. Do dabba dooba dabba deeba dabba dooba doo. Dap 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 doo. Dabba dabba dooba deeba dabba deeba do. Do da deedle doo da doo da doodle da da diddle da 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 da. Okay, there's 10 of those, right? So going from the last two, da 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 da, dabba 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 da 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 da. Da 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 ba da 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 da. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba diddle 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 down. So that's the whole solo rhythmically, and you should know each phrase like that. There's a couple of tricky ones. The second one. The second phrase, 3 and 4 and 1. Ba 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 da da ba da ba da. All right, so that's, you know, it sounds on the guitar 4 and 1. Whoops, volume. And 4 and 1. All right, so it's not that hard to play, but the conceptual part of it is difficult. Now, if you need to slow it down, of course you can slow it down. Here's a metronome. But if it gets really slow, this is really what I wanted to talk about, and that is you can slow it down by speeding it up. In other words, if we get this metronome going, there we are. So this is slightly slower than the record. Right? Something like that. But so you dutifully slow it down gradually, and 4 and 1. You can even go slower, but by the time we get here, so far so good. But then what if we decide to go? See, this is so slow. I could probably strain my brain and do this for you, but rather than that, this is it. I just landed on 47. So if I do it at 94, which is twice that speed, right? And it doesn't actually have to be exact, but and 1. Bow, bum, bum, ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, da. All of a sudden, it's a lot more easy to follow because you have more markers. That's a huge technique whenever you're learning something really difficult. Whether it's a Steve Vai lick or Eric Johnson or whoever your favorite really ridiculously fast guitar player is. When the beats get too slow, you can't follow them anymore, so what you do is you double it, and now each beat is each click rather is a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's how you get through, and that's how you can start really slow, find a playable tempo. Once you find a playable tempo and have it in rhythm, speeding it up is not a problem. All right, so that was the second lick. There's another one later in the solo that's one. Ba da 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 ba da 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 down. Now there's kind of two ways to play it. I think he plays it up here, and I originally learned it elsewhere because he was elsewhere before it, but I think the way the notes ring together, I think it's played up here. And one. So now that's really slow, and what you do, that's in the mid-90s somewhere, it's like 94. When you get to about 120, have it, and then go back to the normal speed, because it starts getting annoying if you use what I call the training wheels for too long. So here's 120. There you go. And 4 and 1. Right? So it's starting to get annoying already. And just to prove it, I'll go up to like 144. And 4 and 1. So at that point, here's 72. 3 and 4 and 1. All right, so that's, by the time you get to about 60, even 60, here's 60. You can stretch it if you want, but here's 60. 3 and 4 and 1. So if you want to go longer than 120, that's fine. But by the time, certainly by 124, by 144, you should have it. The rest of them are pretty straightforward. But the very last one is very straightforward, but it's knowing when to end it. 3 and 4 and 1. It ends right on the beat. 1 ba diddle a diddle a diddle a diddle a diddle a da. Make sure you end it there. And we'll see you in the next video.